From fired, financial independence, retired early, it's the buzz, it's the talk of the town. From fired to unretired. At 45, I retired and moved to a Caribbean island, and a mere 3 years later, I'm left the islands and I'm back to work full time, and I'm here in sunny Florida. But why would somebody leave paradise? And why would somebody go back to work if they didn't have to work? I didn't go broke. I'm going to tell you all about what brought all these decisions and how I went from fired to unretired right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, let me start off by saying I don't think too many people are going to feel very sorry for me because I moved back to this. It's still very beautiful here. It's a great place to live. But is it as beautiful as a Caribbean island? No. Is the weather as nice as a Caribbean island? Not really. I mean, it's February. I'm in short sleeves. It's beautiful out today, but we do have a little bit of winter here. Is it cheaper than a Caribbean island? Yes. And this is really where the decision to move back here really came from. I did a whole nother video on that whole subject about why we moved back here, so I'll link to it up here. You can go and watch that. So let me clarify a little. Going from fired to unretired is sort of a big step, but you know, everybody thinks the dream of the FIRE movement, which, you know, I love the FIRE movement. I think it's got a lot of great ideas, but I don't agree with everything in the FIRE movement. It's why I changed the slogan from financial independence, retire early, to financial independence, recreational employment, because everybody thinks that the ultimate goal is just to sit on the beach and do nothing. But I tried that, and when I moved to the Virgin Islands, I tried sitting on the beach and doing nothing, and it doesn't suit me. I have an entrepreneurial brain, and it doesn't turn off, and I'm always thinking, I'm always scheming, I'm always coming up with ways to make money. So I just couldn't sit on the beach all day. You know, I do like to make money. I don't want to have to go to work every day. I don't want somebody to tell me what to do. And I want to do something fun. So hence the recreational employment. I'm sure some people can go and sit on the beach and do nothing all day. And I think those are more of kind of like the people that have a cubicle and sit in an office all day and have just got a W-2 job that went to work for somebody else. And if they save enough money or have enough rental income or whatever their retire early scheme is, they probably can sit here and do nothing for quite a while. But for me, it didn't work, hence the recreational employment. So I guess what it boiled down to is what we're going to talk about next in this video is, you know, cost of living. You know, I would say people crunch their FIRE numbers incorrectly. They try to save up to a certain amount, and then, you know, if they're living off everybody talks about the 4% rule, because 99% of the people in the FIRE movement are talking about saving your way to early retirement and investing in ETFs and getting $1 million and living off the 4% rule. And the 4% rule it's tough right now. Stocks aren't going to be doing very well. So you don't know how long you're going to live. Trying to cram your life and your lifestyle into how much money you have, I think, is the wrong way. You need to create the life that you want, see how much that costs, and then create income that will pay for it. Okay, so let's dive deeper into unretiring, cost of living questions, money motivation, and let's talk more about that next. Okay, let's start with cost of living decisions. You know, living in the Virgin Islands was great, but it was beautiful, but it was very unfulfilling for me work-wise. I did get my real estate license while I was down there to try to sell real estate, but it was just difficult. Sort of nobody was very cooperative. The way agents work down there I didn't like. It's much nicer to be back here in Florida doing it. The agents work with each other a lot better, and it's more fun for me. But for my wife, her work enjoyment level was very high. She loved the school that she taught at. She loved the teachers that she taught with. She loved the kids that she was teaching. So she actually enjoyed her work in the Virgin Islands more than she did when we were in Florida. So basically it came down to, I mean, the cost of living equation plus the work-life balance and the enjoyment at work. If we're going to work, the whole point of this recreational employment thing is that we have to be having fun, and I wasn't having any fun there. So we decided that if we came back to Florida, she didn't have to work full time. So she didn't have to go back and work in a school. She's doing some part-time teaching online, so she doesn't have to get up and go to work every day. And I'm back to selling real estate here, which I enjoy, and it's a lot of fun. And I have a lot of previous clients who still call me and have me buy and sell things for them. So it's a lot easier for me to work here. It's more fun. And quite frankly, I make more money here than I did there. She makes less money because she's working less, but she enjoys not having to, this is her first time she's not had a full-time job where she had to get up at the crack of dawn and go be at a school all day. So she's enjoying this. There she is right there doing some gardening. She's enjoying this being at home and not having to go to work every day. So for where we are money-wise right now, it's not worth it for me to work, you know, super hard and make $20,000 a year. It's just that $20,000 a year is not going to impact our lives enough that it's worth it to put in the effort and be stuck here and not be able to travel the world to make an extra $25,000 a year. It's just it's not going to make a difference in our lives. So I decided that I'm going to go back full time. I'd rather just go all in, work full time here if we're going to be here, and see how much money I can make, see if it's worth it to go back full time. You know, being a real estate agent is not something you can pick up and move to the Virgin Islands and try it out for a couple of years and then come back here and try to get back into the groove for a couple of years. It really, like, the work that I do today is the money that I'm going to make 6 months from now. So I can't be flipping around and trying new places. I've either got to be all in or I've got to be all out. So we're going to spend at least a year here. I'm going to be all in on the real estate thing. So if you're looking for real estate in Panama City Beach or 30A area, you know, hit me up. I'm very good at what I do here, so I can help you buy and sell real estate. I'm also going to plug my other channel because I'm wearing this t-shirt today. Go check out my other YouTube channel called How to Beach. That's the other one I started while we were in St. Thomas when I didn't have my real estate license yet and I didn't know what to do with my life. I started this channel about making money, and I started that channel about just stuff about the beach. So go check it out. So that's the plan for now, is I'm going to go full time with the real estate thing, see how much money I can make over the next year. And if that doesn't work out, I'm going to probably pull the plug on the real estate thing and just be retired from that once and for all. But like I said, so far it's going pretty good this year. But I said earlier that I have this entrepreneurial brain. So what will I do if I'm not going to sell real estate? Well, I do still have both of these YouTube channels that I could spend a lot more time on, more than I do now. And we definitely want to do some more traveling. So we might move to another country for 6 months or a year. We're about to head down to Mexico in a couple of weeks. We're going to go down to Mexico for a couple of weeks and hang out down there, check things out a little bit. Another thing, at this point in my life, I'm pretty financially secure. So even though my entrepreneurial mind comes up with new business ideas every day, and this one back here, I don't know if she's still there, I can't see her. She poo-poos all of my ideas, and she really doesn't want to put the time, the energy, or the money into starting any new businesses. So, you know, I need to be, at this point in the game, I need to be low risk, low reward. I'm not looking for high risk, high reward types of things anymore. I have friends of mine that have great business ideas that bring them to me all the time. And I'm too secure now to risk large sums of money to make large sums of money. It's just, I'm set where I am and I need to just kind of be careful. So the term unretired for me is, it's a hard one to sort of wrap my mind around because I never was retired. I mean, right when we got to the Virgin Islands, I didn't have anything to do and I did sit on the beach and I basically was retired. But within a month, I had this YouTube channel going, or the other one, I don't remember which one I started first. And then within another month, I had the paperwork in order to get my real estate license there. So like I say, I've always got to be doing something, but it's got to be fun. And so these are the fun things that I'm doing now, and I'm going to be working full time. So I am technically unretired, I guess, at this point, but I'm still into recreational employment. If you didn't see the video I did about going broke and then starting over, that one's been doing really well. Go check that out. It's sort of a good introduction, a little bit more about who I am and how we got to where we were when we went to the Virgin Islands. And this kind of catches you up from the Virgin Islands to where we are now. And if you want to know more about my portfolio of real estate, leave me a comment down below. It's been a little bit since I've done an update on my real estate portfolio, so I could talk about that. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that, and I will see you in the next video.